Hi, this is Julie with Markets Help Desk, and this is Megan.
Hello.
And today we're interviewing Swaroop Raju, who is the creator of eduCanon. eduCanon this year was listed as one of the top 10 apps by EdSurge, and today we're going to talk to him. Hi, Swaroop.
Happy to be here.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about your background before eduCanon?
Yeah, sure. I can tell you a little bit about how the company got started too with that, how I fit into the picture. So Ben, my co-founder, was actually a teacher, and he came up with the idea for eduCanon while he was in the classroom. He was using video with the students. He wanted a way to engage them more, and make sure that they were paying attention to the content of the video. So he made the first prototype. And you'll find that with a lot of tech tools that it's really teachers that are coming up with the first ideas for the products, because it's teachers that really understand the pain points in the classroom. And I went to college with Ben, and in my roles before eduCanon, I've been mostly focused on the marketing side of things. I worked at Kaiser doing this, Kaiser Permanente. It's a large healthcare system out here, and also startups, working on ways to find users, activate them towards products, and that's really my role at eduCanon. I'm the guy that's out trying to find new users for our platform and finding ways to make our product great for them.
So I know you talked about your friend Ben in education, but how has it personally affected you? Are there any really good teachers you've had that have inspired you or anything like that?
Yeah, and I think that for me, it's the impact that online video has. So I learn best through video. I'm the kind of guy that needs to pause material, rewind it, review it before I can really take grasp of the material. And that's what really excited me about eduCanon, because with eduCanon comes all the possibility of all of the great aspects of online video. You can always pause, rewind a video, but there's also increased engagement that we can add into video, increased by questions, and make sure that the teacher really understands where I am in the material.
In your opinion, how should technology be used in the classroom?
That's a good question. So there's this really good post by Derek from Veritasium. He makes a science video blog. I recommend it to anybody that's out there. And he basically says this, that there's no statement out there that's said more often than technology will revolutionize education. And we say that with almost every new technological advent. With radio, we said that it was going to supplant instruction because it's a new automized form. We said it with TV. But in reality, none of these technology ideas actually revolutionize education anyway. The real role, in my opinion, and this is what he says also, is that technology can evolve education in the right way. And the way that we like to see eduCanon as evolving education is by really freeing up class time for teachers. So say at the beginning of a class period, traditionally, if a teacher were to assign video as a homework assignment, they'd have to spend the first 10 to 15 minutes checking understanding of the video. With eduCanon, our goal is that that time doesn't need to be wasted, and that teachers and students can be spending more time actively learning in the classroom, and in that way we like to think that we're evolving education in the right way.
And how do you use teacher and student feedback to develop your app more?
Yeah, that's a huge part of how we develop our platform. So just this morning, for instance, I reached out to a teacher that hadn't tried out eduCanon before, and I set up a screen share, just kind of like a video hangout like we're doing, except I would watch their screen, record what they're doing, and kind of get an idea of what's confusing them about the platform and have them talk through each step. So say, for instance, today I learned that a teacher was entering the YouTube URL before entering their tags, and that doesn't really match up with our ordering in our platform. And that suggests to us that we need to change some ordering to make things quicker for them. And on top of live user testing, we do a lot of surveys. So we'll reach out to hundreds or thousands of teachers, see how they would describe eduCanon to their colleagues, what they think excites other teachers about eduCanon, and we'll use that sort of messaging to recraft features of our product, come up with new ideas, and basically just make our platform easier for teachers.
How are you planning on improving eduCanon in the future? Do you have any plans for right now?
Yeah, so the two main areas that we're focusing on improvements, and all of this is centered around making eduCanon more accessible to everybody. And the first front is on browsers and devices. So right now, eduCanon works really well on laptops, computers, and iPads. But our next step is to become more ubiquitous, so students will be able to watch their eduCanon lessons on their mobile. So we're launching a mobile app to make that easier. And the other front that we work really actively on is integrations. So one of our goals is that eduCanon really fits in with whatever systems that teachers are using. So I don't know if you guys are using Google at your school or Edmodo or any of those sign-on systems. Our goal is that eduCanon would fit in really well with those, so teachers and students don't need any new login systems to integrate with our platform. And we're always adding in new integrations on that front. So I would say browsers and device access and also integrations with systems are major product changes right now, all along the theme of, I guess, ubiquitous access to eduCanon.
And what's another app that you admire or aspire to be like? Of course, you said Google and Edmodo, but what other education app do you really like?
I really like BlendSpace right now, and I don't know if you guys have played around with that or if they use it at your school, but it's a really easy to use platform. It's just, and we got a lot of our early inspiration in our design from them. It's the way that it was created by some ex-Microsoft product designers that really knew how to make products easy, and everything on the interface is drag and drop simple. It doesn't take any learning curve. Most teachers create the first lesson in 5 minutes. And that was really our goal setting out. We wanted to make a platform that was just as easy to use as BlendSpace. And one thing I really admire about those guys too is just how quickly they've grown without spending money on marketing costs. They have hundreds of thousands of teachers that have all found their product through word of mouth, which means that everybody just naturally loves it. They're not spending money to buy teachers to their platform.
Cool. So thank you so much for being with us today, Swaroop.
Yeah.
And it's Help Desk, and we're out.
Oh, pleasure.